You try to make a simple decision, but your mind doesn't stop. What if this goes wrong? What if I regret it later? One small choice turns into 10 different scenarios, and before you even act, you feel mentally tired. But here's the truth. You don't overthink because you're weak. You overthink because your brain is trying to protect you. You replay things in your head, conversations, decisions, tiny moments that shouldn't matter this much, but they do. Even simple actions feel heavy. Sending a message, starting something new, making a choice, it all feels risky. Not because you don't know what to do, but because every option feels like it could go wrong. This isn't confusion, this is pressure, a pressure to not mess up. Psychology calls this intolerance of uncertainty. Your brain doesn't fear the decision, it fears what might happen next. So instead of acting, it keeps thinking. You're not broken, you're not bad at decisions, your brain is just overprotective. Somewhere in your past, you learned that mistakes have consequences. Maybe judgment, maybe rejection, maybe regret. So your mind adapted. It started checking every possibility, trying to keep you safe. Overthinking is not a flaw, it's a defense mechanism working too hard. Your brain has two key systems here, the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala. The prefrontal cortex analyzes decisions, it explores options, predicts outcomes, but the amygdala, it looks for danger. So every time you think, your logical brain creates possibilities and your fear system highlights risks. What if it fails? What if it goes wrong? This creates a loop. More thinking, more fear, more thinking. This is called analysis paralysis. Not because you can't decide, but because your brain won't stop simulating worst-case scenarios. To break this loop, you don't need more thinking, you need better rules. First, shrink the decision. Ask yourself, will this matter in 1 week? This uses cognitive reframing. It reduces the importance your brain attaches to the choice. Second, set a thinking limit. Give yourself a rule. I'll think for 2 minutes, then act. This uses bounded rationality. It stops your brain from chasing perfect answers. Third, choose good enough. Perfection creates pressure. Instead of the best choice, choose a good enough one. This is called satisficing, and it frees you from endless comparison. Fourth, act before you feel ready. Your brain says, think more first, but psychology shows action reduces anxiety faster than thinking. This is behavioral activation. When you act, your brain updates itself, and the fear slowly fades. Think of overthinking like a maze. Every thought creates another path. Every possibility adds another turn. The longer you stay inside, the more lost you feel. But you don't escape by finding the perfect path. You escape by moving forward, even if you're unsure. Because clarity doesn't come before action, it comes after. You don't need to stop thinking completely. You just need to stop believing that every thought is important. Some thoughts are just noise, some fears are just habits, and most decisions don't need to be perfect to be right. So next time your mind spirals, pause, take a breath, and remember, you're not stuck because you can't decide. You're stuck because you're trying to be certain in a world that never is. And maybe freedom begins the moment you choose anyway.